Pahlavi text translated by E.W. West, Part 4. Contents of the Nasks. Clarendon, Oxford University Press, 1892. Dinkard, Book 8, Chapter 24. 1. The first section of the last 35 is the Storistan, Beast of Burden Code, particulars about the sin affecting the soul due to unlawfully striking and wounding as regards beasts of burden and cattle, and the retribution and compensation for it to one's own cattle, that in case of a beast of burden, and that in case of a sheep, anu ma'eh, during life. 2. That which arises when one smites them with a brand, dakshak, that when one smites them on the flank, and that when it is in front of them, that when their flanks are so smitten is complete smiting. 3. Of the smiting, 2, of other members, the smiting in front, though the smiting be such as when one so smites for smiting on the flank, is not complete smiting. 4. And that which amounts to as much as a complete smiting, when one so smites as for smiting on the flank, is such as that when one casts off the skin, and that when one casts off the flesh, thereby that when one is cutting it, or that when wounds, kiban, are serpent scourging, ma'arbano, are upon it. 5. It is also about making the dog which drives the sheep, passus ha'urvo, dumb. 6. About bruising the limbs and plucking the feathers of birds, such as the case when it is complete smiting, and such as that when it is not complete smiting. 7. And unlawfully destroying as regards fish, as when it would make their flesh uneatable. 8. An account as to noticeability and worryingly beating cattle, about decrees of whatever kinds as to each separate beating worryingly that is to be considered as noticeable beating, and many decrees as to whatever's on the same subject. 9. About the retribution for making clothing of skins and woven wool, to the co, and the sin of anyone owing the kindling a fire therewith, are roasting flesh, which is stolen or plundered. 10. About the good work of all that is wise activity, and the reward of the happy place, the sin of everything that is ignorant activity, and the bridge penalty of the evil place, connected therewith, to make him who is righteous develop in wisdom, and to make him who is wicked diminish in ignorance, is the world. Now, a lot of people would think that some of the things in the scriptures and all that sort of stuff just aren't necessary. It's like, oh, everybody knows that. It's like, well, first you invite people to what they don't know or what they don't agree with by saying, hey, we agree over here, and here's something you do know, such as the Storistan. And modern society would benefit greatly through an understanding of spiritual laws regarding the treatment of animals.